a woman suddenly realized that she was turning into a dog. She found herself obsessed with the scent of grass and began instinctively pawing at the ground as if to dig. In the blink of an eye, her eyes shifted, fur began to grow across her body, and she took off running wildly through the streets, unleashing something primal inside her. Spotting a rabbit, she instinctively went into hunting mode. She caught it, dug a hole, and buried it, as if completing a ritual. Then, just as suddenly, she raced back home and transformed back into her human self. As she was washing the dirt off her body, her husband walked in and, seeing her covered in mud, asked where she'd been. Lisa casually replied that she had just gone for a run. The next morning, after her husband left for work, Lisa began caring for their child in a whole new way, like she would care for a puppy. They played by crawling on the floor, and she even fed him out of a dog bowl. Wanting to create a cozy space, Lisa built a makeshift doghouse for her son. Unexpectedly, this method made her son feel secure, and he quickly drifted off to sleep. Lisa felt energized, as if she had finally found a parenting style that worked for both of them. She became convinced this method suited her perfectly, and even started sharing her canine-inspired parenting approach with friends. But when her husband came home and saw their son eating from a dog bowl and sleeping in a doghouse, he was disturbed. He questioned Lisa's methods, unable to understand why she'd treat their child this way. Lisa defended herself, insisting that this was the only way their son would sleep peacefully and not cling to her. Her husband remained unconvinced, and she, in turn, accused him of having no idea how hard it was to raise a child. One day, while out with friends, Lisa noticed that one of their husbands stayed home and took care of the kids. This stirred a deep resentment in her. Her own husband never lifted a finger, always glued to his phone on the couch, disconnected from the family. The realization of how unfairly she'd been treated overwhelmed her. Finally, she snapped. She let out a guttural, dog-like howl, then transformed once again into her canine self and bolted into the street. Running full speed, wild and unburdened, Lisa felt something she hadn't in a long time: pure, unfiltered joy. In becoming a dog, she had finally found her freedom.